South Korea has emerged as a growing powerhouse in the global entertainment industry over the past decade. The industry is no longer limited for its popularity of K-dramas or romantic comedies, but for adrenaline-rushed action thrillers that blend intensity with gripping storytelling. Whether it's a silent chase through the alleys, a negotiation with the terrorists, or the fights against an assassin, Korean action thrillers have proven their ability to reinvent genre conventions with flair and depth. Directed by Yoon Byung-gil, Carter is a Korean action thriller film which received appreciation for its action sequences, cinematography, and Joo Won's performance. The movie is set in a world ravaged by a deadly virus originating from the Korean demilitarized zone. The story begins with a man named Carter, who wakes up in a blood-soaked motel room with no memory and a mysterious device in his head. A voice in his ear identifies him as Carter and instructs him to follow orders to survive.
Baby, we are gonna start a fire!
As Carter follows the voice, he goes through a series of deadly missions and uncovers a conspiracy involving the CIA, North Korean operatives, and a potential cure for the virus. The film recorded 27.3 million hours viewed within 3 days of release and became the #1 non-English movie on Netflix for the week.
저주를 걸고 있는 그놈을 죽이던가.
The Cursed, Dead Man's Prey is a supernatural thriller film. Starring Ji-won, Jung Ji-so, and Oh Yoon-ah, this film serves as a sequel to the 2020 drama titled The Cursed. This was the final film appearance of actress Kim Mi-soo before her passing in January 2022. The film centers around the story of a reporter named Im Jin-hee, played by Ji-won, who investigates a series of murders where the culprits are revived corpses. The investigations lead her into a dark world of occult practices. While Jin-hee uncovers a sinister conspiracy involving a powerful community and ancient shamanistic rituals, the film holds the fans' attention with a blend of action and suspense. The 2021 film Midnight tells us the story of Kyung-mi, a deaf woman working as a sign language counselor. This psychological thriller centers around Kyung-mi, played by Jin Ki-joo, who accidentally witnesses a murder and becomes the target of a serial killer. Her intense struggle for survival throughout the film hooks the audience with suspense and thriller. In a world where her disability puts her at a disadvantage, Kyung-mi's will to live and never give up attitude plays an inspirational role. The film stands out for its way of showing how two mute and deaf women fight the serial killer and use their own means to confront him. Praised for its direction, cinematography, and performance, Confession is a mystery thriller film, a remake of the Spanish movie The Invisible Guest. Starring So Ji-sub as Yoo Min-ho, the story of Confession is a complex and compelling one, built with spheres of mysteries and secrets. The drama begins as Yoo Min-ho, the CEO of an IT company, is found in a locked hotel room with the dead body of his former mistress.
나 혼자는 안 죽어. 절대로.
절 범인으로 만들려고 다 꾸몄어요.
이민호 씨 진술은 설득력이 없어.
In his defense, he hires a top defense attorney, but in the mission to uncover the truth comes out a complex web of secrets and lies. Hidden motives and past sins come to light as the investigation unfolds, challenging the perspective of guilt and innocence. Based on a popular novel named The Kid Deserves to Die, written by Bang Jin-ho, action thriller film The Killer premiered on 23rd April 2022. The Killer is highly praised by the critics for its tightly choreographed action scenes. The story surrounds a retired assassin and his endeavors concerning a teenage girl. Jung Hyuk plays the role of Bong Ui-gang, the former assassin who is forced back into action to protect the teenage girl, played by Lee Seo-young. The story leads to a series of high-octane confrontations with dangerous adversaries. Ui-gang soon finds himself entangled with the criminal underworld as he uncovers a trafficking ring and faces his own past.
협상이 아직 안 끝났지 않습니까? 지금 작전 들어가면 제일 먼저 교정관이 위험하다고.
Based on true events of the 2007 South Korean hostage situation in Afghanistan, The Point Men is a 2023 action thriller film directed by Yim Soon-rai. Starring Hwang Jung-min and Hyun Bin, it is the second highest-grossing South Korean film of 2023. The movie was filmed in Jordan to capture the authentic desert landscapes to depict Afghanistan. The Point Men explores the events of 2007 and follows a diplomat who tries to negotiate the hostage situation.
제가 직접 설득해 보겠습니다.
방법은 하나뿐이야.
마지막 기회입니다.
When his attempts go in vain and one hostage is murdered, a National Intelligence Service agent played by Hyun Bin enters the scene. The two protagonists attempt to rescue over 20 South Korean missionaries who were held hostage by the Taliban. Their dangerous mission on foreign soil against terrorism sheds light on the complexities of international negotiations and the personal toll of such missions. Directed by Hwang In-ho, Decibel stars Kim Rae-won, Lee Jong-suk, and Jung Sang-hoon. This action thriller works with a unique concept as the story revolves around bombs that detonate based on sound levels, adding a fresh twist to the thriller genre. The story begins with a family home being exploded with loud noise. Then a former naval officer receives a message. If the noise gets louder, it will explode.
우린 지금 물 속에 있다고요? 모르겠어요?
The next target is the soccer stadium. The story focuses on the intellectual fight between this officer and a terrorist who uses sound-activated bombs. He plants bombs in several places that explode when the sound level goes beyond 100 decibels. Leading to a tense race against time to prevent mass casualties, the officer must confront his traumatic past and unravel the terrorist's motives.
목숨이나 마찬가지야.
Netflix's Yaksha, Ruthless Operations is a spy action film directed by Na Hyun. Starring Sul Kyung-gu and Park Hae-soo, Yaksha refers to a human-devouring spirit in Buddhist mythologies, which is the nickname of the ruthless protagonist in the film played by Sul Kyung-gu. With a runtime of 125 minutes, the story of Yaksha is based in Shenyang, China. The film revolves around a leader of an espionage agency's black ops team and a prosecutor who was demoted to the espionage agency. The prosecutor is assigned to investigate the Black Ops team, which leads to a dangerous mission filled with espionage and betrayal. As he gets deeper into the mission, he uncovers a web of international conspiracies and must decide where his loyalties lie.
아무도 모르면 그게 아무 일도 없는 거야.
Netflix's crime action film Kill Bok-soon, starring Jeon Do-yeon, Sul Kyung-gu, Kim Si-ah, and Koo Kyo-hwan. Though the film is criticized for its visual effects, it received appreciation for its action sequences. The movie revolves around a company that hires killers, and among them, Gil Bok-soon is a contract killer who has a 100% success rate.
말하는 게 사람 죽이는 건 심플해. 애 키우는 거에 비하면.
너무 크게 생각하신다.
Being a single mother, she contemplates retiring to focus on her daughter, but she is given an assignment by the company and finds herself entangled in a dangerous mission that could jeopardize her life. With the central character's challenges of balancing motherhood with a lethal profession, the film opens new doors to the concept of duality of life.
이제부터 너 혼자선 안 돼.
Mission crosses a 2024 spy action comedy film that premiered on Netflix in 2024. Attempting to merge spy thriller elements with family dynamics, the film offers a unique narrative approach. The story of Mission follows the adventures of Park Kang-moo, who is a former spy agent.
네가 누군지 말해.
미선아 괜찮아?
His wife, Mi Seon, who is a detective, has no idea about his husband's past life. When Kang-moo is pulled back into a covert operation, their worlds collide. With a blend of domestic drama and espionage, the couple must face secrets and complexities to save their lives and relationship.